Alright, welcome to the sun and another video on shelf-stable foods. So today we're going to look at the MRE, Meal Ready to Eat. This is the civilianized version of the American MRE. Canadian Forces has their own. They're called IMPs, individual meal packets. Both these shelf-stable foods also have nicknames for the acronyms. So MRE would be meal rejected by Ethiopian. The Canadian IMP would be I might puke. So these aren't cheap. I got this from Costco a number of years ago. So it sat under my desk. It's sort of an emergency week supply worth of food. It doesn't really need much water at all. The main meals don't anyways. There are drinks and stuff like that are included with it. A number of years ago now, but I want to say it was over 200 bucks, and that was from Costco. I don't think Costco in Canada carries them anymore, but there's www.mealkitsupply.com. Maybe you can order them there, probably on Amazon as well, but not cheap. So they come with I've tried a couple of these already. They come with a heater. You just add a little bit of water, chemical reaction, supposed to heat the main meals. However, these are civilian heaters, and they don't work. At least the ones I've tried don't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Canadian cooking technique for our rations, and I'm just going to heat them up in that Swedish Army stove. It's a gas burner, burns methyl hydrate. So let's first I'm going to set up the stove. I'm going to rip this open and see what's in it. So it's fairly heavy. I don't know, a pound, maybe 2. So no soldier is really going to grab this whole bag and stick it in their rucksack. You're going to go through it, take it what you want, try to trade for some stuff you don't have, but all of this will not be carried on the soldier's person. Too much weight. And, well, I guess you carry it all, but the extra bag and shit like that adds up to weight. And you got more important stuff to carry. So, I'll be right back. I'm going to set the stove up quickly, and then we'll rip open the MRE and see what we got. Do a quick little video on setting up the stove. So, Swedish Army stove. It's Trangia. It's a Trangia burner. You can get those at MEC. They're about 20 bucks just for the burner. This is the military version, so it's a lot bigger. So you got a little cup, a small burner in here. In the bag. Got the military burner, and there's some fuel left in it since the last time I used it. And it's a good seal because I'm having trouble opening it. So anyways, this goes in here. The lid comes off. Add your fuel if you need it. Fill full of water. Well, put the rations in here. Cover water. I'm gonna put more water on top so I can have a hot beverage as well. And I'm just gonna take that lid off, top it up, and yeah, we'll get some cooking going on. Okay, so what are we gonna get to eat? All right, so this is a little cardboard container. Obviously, what the purpose of it is to give you a little information and protect the packaging, even though this is not even. Anyway, so chicken, egg noodles, and vegetables and sauce. One thing about MREs, you know, a lot of people during times of crisis go out and buy a lot of toilet paper. You won't need toilet paper with this if you're eating MREs a lot. You get on a diet of this, you probably won't be shitting for about every 4 days. Now, what do we got in here? We got water, cooked chicken, and the cooked chicken meat contains chicken meat, water, isolated soy protein, salt, sodium phosphate, egg noodles, glycerin monocereate, nice. And so there's a whole bunch of fucking shit in here to make it shelf stable. Unlike the other stuff we tried, the curry, it didn't have anything, no GMOs, a lot of shit. This is made for soldiers. Well, it's a civilian version, but you can guarantee that it's full of shit. So, this is going to be our chicken, egg noodles, and veg sauce. Right, and there's little codes on here. You can go on the internet. They'll tell you when it was made and the date and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's still good to eat. What do you got? Fried rice. Okay. We got some electrolyte powder beverage, grape flavor. There's the nutritional information on the fried rice. So, okay, it's 220 calories, 23% salt, 14% carbs, 4% vitamin A, 40% vitamin C somehow, iron, 8% calcium, 2%. It's got a whole shitload of fucking preservatives and shit in here, but there's some carrots, onions, and shit like that. So that's 220 calories, and this is going to be 210. So yeah, it's 400 calories. Now the package that I bought, I was thinking it was supposed to be for 4 or 7 days, and it worked out you would eat 2 per day. In here we got cocoa beverage powder. Nice. 180 calories here alone. But I mean, it's sugar, non-dairy creamer, corn syrup, solids, partially hydrogenated soybean oil, some B6 in it, some thiamine. So I mean, this shit's made for soldiers, so it's gonna give you energy and everything you need to fight on, as they say. Oh, cheese spread, but not the jalapeno cheese spread, so not as good. And does it say how many calories are in here? It does. 180 calories right here. And we'll probably have some crackers. 2 crackers, 180 calories from 2 crackers. Okay, got your soldier racing spoon. You have a napkin, some sugar, pepper, maybe something else in there good. All right, maybe a tea. This is going to be the famous ration heater, although this doesn't look like the other ones, so maybe this one does work. Doesn't matter. I'm going to fucking save that. And then I bet we got dessert in here. Strawberry. Oh, you know what this is? This is going to be a Pop-Tart, strawberry Pop-Tart. All right, so let's get our main cooked up here. So I'm just going to take our fried rice and our noodles, stick them in the pot. Need a bigger pot. I need to mangle them in there. I'm going to mangle them in. Be right back. Okay, they're mangled in the pot. I got them covered with water. Also got some water in the cup here. Maybe use your fire that up. It's very difficult to see if it's burning. Very difficult. Feel for heat, which I can feel. I'm just going to take our pot. No, knock over the fucking stove. That sits on there like so. And I'll just put this on top of that. I need to mangle it down a bit more. Okay. That's it. Should be about 8 to 10 minutes to boil it up. So in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the view. Maybe go get myself a cider. And I'll be back with some hot food. And we'll see what's in the prize package here as well. Back shortly. Alright, not sure if that recorded or not there, so I'll just do it over. So I've got the rations are in the main pot, mangled them in, covered them with water, and I've also got some water on the top bit. And I said it's difficult to see if it's burning or not. You can feel heat though, so we know that it's on. It'll be a while, so I thought I'd get myself a beverage and we can explore what's in our condiment package. All right, Alright, try it third time. I'm just going to check out the condiment package, but in case it didn't record. The main meals are in the main pot, covered with water, mangled them in there. Got some water in the top bit, and she is going. So what do we got in here? One raisin spoon, good, hard. One napkin. Woohoo! Deep Rich, 100% instant coffee. Fresh wipe, towelette, Coffee Mate, two packets of sugar, salt, and a pepper. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a Tabasco sauce. We weren't lucky. Alright, so while food's heating up, I'm going to enjoy my cider, the view, and the sounds of nature. Okay, so while the main's heating up, thought we'd have our appetizer, which is crackers and cheese. There's two crackers. One broke. I broke the other one in half. And so all the nutritional facts, it's based on a 2,000 calorie diet per day. So I'm going to guess probably two of these is that much. I don't know, we'll add up later, but so the crackers is 180 kcal and the cheese is 180 kcal, and wow, look at that color. So this is just going to be like your really shitty cheese spread. It's like you get a little package and a little thing to dole out your cheese on your crackers. But anyways, I'll dole out the cheese and I'll be right back and let you do a taste test. Okay, so there it is. This is emergency food, remember. So let's just go through the nutritional facts on this. 180 calories, calories from fat 150. So we got cheddar cheese, which is pasteurized milk, salt, cheese, cultures, enzymes, butter, which is cream and salt, water, sodium phosphates, blend of sodium, lactate, mono, and diglycerides, xanthan gum, vitamin A, artificial color, proxodine. Hopefully you can pause the video yourself and read that. Anyways, taste test. Okay. Processed cheese and crackers, exactly like those little packets. You can still get the little side with the cheese and then the crackers and the spreadable, but exactly the same. Right, need a little wash down. Okay, yum. I'm gonna pound this back, and then we'll have our main entree, and then for dessert, our strawberry Pop-Tart. There's no information on that though. Alright, back in a bit. Alright, so it's been going for quite some time. The water in the cup, it's almost let it boil. I got a nice little floater in there. Those are boiling away. So it should be more than enough time. So, gonna shut the stove off. How do you shut the stove off? Well, take out your rubber seal here. Remove that. Remove this. And let's pop that on there. Snuffs it out. Right, okay, so let's get this on a plate. Okay, time. Okay, so entree. This is the fried rice. Oh, it smells fucking horrid. Alright, so there's the fried rice on the plate. And then we're going to get the chicken, egg noodles, and veg and rice. I'm just gonna pause it while I open it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever eaten cat food, but that's what this fucking shit smells like. So here we go. Mmm. Get all that goodness out. Okay, so I can see the noodles. Some veg in there. There is some chicken as well. It smells, well, it smells, I would say it smells like, smells like it tastes, and it tastes kind of like something out of a can. Alright, let's try this rice. Quite sticky. Just interesting texture. And this, I got a nice little hunk of chicken in there, and looks like maybe a mushroom. Hot. Chicken has, well, interesting consistency. It's pretty bland. There's a lot of salt in it, but it doesn't taste that salty. Versus the, there's a good hunk of chicken. Versus the curry. It's, you know, it's also manufactured, but tastes way more natural than this. This definitely tastes like something out of a fucking can or a pouch. So, is it worth the money? No, it's not. The cracker, the cracker was not very salted as well, but the cheese, fuck me. Okay, so now if you were starving, yeah, this would definitely give you some calories and it would fill you up. You wouldn't have to worry about shitting for a few days. But versus the very inexpensive, I think it's $4, but I added some lamb. But I could add some tuna or something like that for just as cheap. But yeah, I think that the Tasty Bite version is much better. So I'll try some more of those. Let's eat this before it gets cold. All right, so it's going to be egg and noodles and chicken, and the sauce is 210 calories, and the rice, fried rice, is 220 calories. I'm going to dig in. Definitely going to probably have to wash it down with another cider. All right, so that's an MRE for shelf-stable food. I got them from Costco. I think it was a 7-day supply. Should have been 14 meals, breakfast and lunches and dinners. Look online. Best value for money is to be found elsewhere. Mental. A lot of the ration packs do carry Tabasco sauce now. Most soldiers will carry their own, and hopefully this will make this a bit better. I've mixed everything together now, so it's a big melange, or mix, ground melange, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it still tastes like canned soup. All right, so this is the secret to make this better, and it's the chipotle one. So right out. So like I said, not the best value for money, and you definitely need to add your own Tabasco to make it reasonable, and that's only just reasonable. So just going to zoom in on what's left there. Chicken has some texture to it. With the chipotle sauce, it's much nicer, but probably cheaper if you went out and bought a can of Puritan chicken stew or something. Probably be more vegetables in that as well. Might still need some chipotle Tabasco sauce for that as well. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this off, and then we'll move on to dessert. The strawberry Pop-Tart. Okay, so inside the Pop-Tart container was a Pop-Tart container, and that's what a probably 5 to 7-year-old Pop-Tart looks like. So I'm sure it'd be edible, but sure as fucking not very good looking. I did some quick math, so if I had eaten everything in that MRE, including the Pop-Tart, which is 200 calories right there, which I'm not going to eat, and I drank the cocoa beverage and the grape beverage, which has no fruit juice. If I consumed all that, it'd be 1,060 calories, 1,260 with the Pop-Tart. But I'm not going to eat the Pop-Tart, even though it's a strawberry one, so I'll just have to have a little bit of cider. So, anyways, one thing to say about this American food, the Canadian food, Canadian IMPs, I know for a fact always do contain a little bit of chiclets, and some chiclets are what I could use to fucking get the taste of that chicken and rice meal out. Anyway, so there's what your Pop-Tart would look like if you're in the field and you're relying on emergency rations. So shelf-stable food. It's not always shelf-stable. So there you go. Like I said, not great value for money. I think what I'll do is in the next video is going to be a different type of shelf-stable food, also quite expensive. But so far, the cheap eats are winning. Take care.